female entrepreneurs, female leaders out there to come and share with us their wealth of experience. What are the challenges they've gone through and how they overcome it, right? So that we can shorten our learning curve. And today I'm very excited because I have a very special guest, and she is Shanna Ng from, she's a co-founder of Quinn and Oliver, right? Shanna, hi Shanna.
Hi Lillian. Hi everyone. Hi.
Thank you for setting aside your time to have this conversation with us. Yeah. And yes, we are going to find out all about, what you do with your business and how you are actually creating an impact through your business. But before we go there, we would love to get to know you first as a person.
Yeah.
So yeah, share with us anything about yourself, Yeah.
Thanks Lillian for having me. Hi everyone. My name is Shanna and I'm the co-founder of this lifestyle brand called Quinn and Oliver. So essentially we are a new lifestyle brand in Singapore that just launched a personal range of body wash that's actually made of powder. So we're excited to share with everyone what this product is about. Then for myself, I'm a mother of 2 kids, 14 and 12-year-olds. So a busy working mom, as you can see. Yeah.
Busy working mom. Yeah, there are lots of busy working moms out there. But how are you, balancing your life or managing your life with work and family, right? And social life, not forgetting about that. So what are you passionate about? Anything that you love, something fun fact about you that you have not shared publicly?
Fun fact. I mean, I'm not a great cook, but I like to read recipes. I don't know why. So then if I see something that's easy and things like that, I will try to cook on Sunday dinner for the family. And I have actually, maybe because of COVID or what, I started to bake breads. So I have been giving bread to friends. So every time we have gatherings, if I have the time, I'll just give them loaves of bread. Yeah.
Right. What kind of bread do you bake? I've been like buying sourdough very often lately.
I'm not a very hardworking baker, so I go for the easy, no kneading kind of bread. So it's just
Uh-huh.
five ingredients. It's just flour, salt, sugar, yeast, and water. That's it. Yeah, it's very easy because I don't really like to do a lot of stuff, so I just mix it and then let it proof and then I just bake it. So it's very easy. But apparently my friends have been loving them. Yeah, so I try to make them when I can. Yeah.
Right. And it's fresh, right? Fresh from the
Yeah.
oven. I think that's the best part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. You mentioned that you are a mother.
Yeah.
So how many children do you have? And how
2
old are they?
kids, one girl who's 14 and boy who's 12. Yeah.
14 and 12. Yeah.
Yeah.
Teenage years.
Yes.
How's that working out for you?
Challenging is different. It's different. Different. I think different set of joy, different set of problems. So it's just a matter of how we go through it. Yeah.
Mm. Right. And yeah, we want to learn more about, your business, Quinn and Oliver, right? Can you share with us a little bit background of like how this whole business came about?
It was actually started with my childhood friend Jerrine after we are sort of like inspired by this whole clean beauty movement, and we wanted to, develop products that's actually more environmentally friendly, and and find a way to inspire and empower others to become more responsible in the way they treat things. Like I personally believe that the world that we're living in is I think people have heard about or read about this whole plastic pollution and things like that. So to be honest, we are not scientists and we are not environmentalists, but we believe that with little things that we do, such as like taking a shower, we can actually help in our own ways. Because I think everybody knows that you should recycle, but are you doing enough? Things like that. So that's why when we thought about the products that I have here, right? So we thought about creating something that's a bit more sustainable. In a way, is to just minimize plastic waste. So like for example, your full body liquid body wash, it all comes in plastic. I'm sure
Mm,
either people recycle it if they actively recycle or they throw it away. So for
mm.
us, it starts us thinking, why not we create something that it's can be used perpetual. Like for example, the bottle here is actually made of stainless steel. It's food grade stainless steel, so you can actually use it forever. And then this is actually powder sachets that have the refill powder, which is like 30 grams, and 30 grams can make like a 330 ml full uh, body wash by just adding liquid water in there. So it's just as simple as that. So that's why when we produce a product, it's like in a starter kit. So customers can easily get a stainless steel bottle with just one sachet, or they can have three sachets. And the scents are actually nature inspired because so the blue is for ocean, green is for forest, and white is for air. So that's how we came about with that idea. And then of course, if customers don't want to have our bottle, they have their own bottles. You can just easily buy the sachets, and the price point is not expensive because for us, we believe because our products we use plant-based ingredients and organic ingredients as well. And we believe less is more. So it's only 6 to 7 ingredients. And we don't have those unnecessary harsh chemicals like your parabens or sulfate or talc. So less is more and good for your body. And the price point is not expensive. So we feel that good stuff don't have to create a hole in your pocket. So that's how the whole basis of how we created Quinn and Oliver came about. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Thanks for sharing, the how this the whole business came about. And I love what you said, to really to take that ownership and stewardship and responsibility in taking care of our planet. Yeah, I understand that you also do cleanups at you volunteer beach cleanups
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the aim to reduce plastic waste pollution, right?
Yeah, we
Mm,
do it with this local diving group called Zen Free Diving. So
mm,
once a while, they will set up this beach cleanups at let me see, it's at St. John's Island, Lazarus Island. So
mm.
people who don't dive, we will be on the beach clearing up removing all the plastics, rubbish. Then those who dive, they will just go into the sea to just pick up all the plastic rubbish. So I think
Mm.
one exercise, half a day, we can collect about 100 over kg of plastic waste or whatever waste that we
Wow.
can see that is on the beach or in the sea. Yeah.
How often is that campaign going on? I mean, the
It's
cleanup.
about
How?
once every few months, so they will notify
Mm.
us when it happens. So we will just find time. So it's either on a Saturday or on a Sunday. So yeah, we will find time to do that. Yeah, and in a way, because now
Right.
COVID, you can't really travel, so we thought that okay lah, taking the ferry is like a bit of fun and sea. So in a way, it's like a little day trip for us as well. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, do inform our community, the next time
Yeah.
there's another beach cleanup. Yeah. And I'm
Definitely.
sure some of the community members would love to participate and support as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's really very meaningful. Yeah. And yeah, I think you have shared, the uniqueness about your products. Yeah. And I think I love what you said about the color coding. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you keep it very simple and easy to remember. Yeah,
Definitely.
so
Yeah.
I think that's wonderful. Yeah. Um, what? Okay, let's go into those challenges. Yeah, because all entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs they
Mm.
may be very excited in jumping into the whole idea and dream, right? But we want to be realistic as well. There are roadblocks ahead, challenges ahead. So we want to be aware of all these potholes or hiccups along the way and be prepared and even be equipped with it when they themselves face these challenges. What were some of your challenges when you were starting out as an entrepreneur? I understand you transition from corporate into the entrepreneur
Yeah.
world, right?
Yes.
Yeah, share with us the challenges.
I think some of the challenges is always how do you start the business, how do you sustain it, and how do you scale it. Um,
Mm,
I think for our business, because we are looking at beyond Singapore, so
mm-hmm,
we are looking at like Europe or US. So it's a matter of how do we venture into that, because in terms of sustainability, a product is very big in the US and Europe market. So these are the challenges. Is like how do we even get our toes in there?
mm,
Then, of course, is would our products resonate with the target audience? Do people like what we
mm,
have? So I think these are some of the challenges, because when you run your own business, you are constantly thinking about the business.
So
And yeah, you're constantly thinking about the business, and you are always worried about the business. So yeah,
mm,
so these are some of the challenges. And then when you come to problems, you have to solve them very fast. You have to think on your feet. Yeah, to problem solve.
right. I think that requires what you mentioned over there. Those few things, that requires some research, right? Some homework to be done before anyone who are wanting to start your business. Before you jump into it, yes, there are great ideas, but like you mentioned during our conversation before we actually go on live, that you actually did a pilot project, right, to test the
Yeah.
market. To
Correct.
yeah,
We
yeah.
launched we launched this product on Kickstarter, middle
Mm,
of 2021, to
mm,
test the market to see how would target audience like the product. So we had some learnings from there.
mm,
So we had a successful Kickstarter campaign, and then after that, I think in mid 2020 December 2021, we launched the brand officially. Yes. So
mm.
we were a couple of months old officially. Yeah.
Yeah, but you did your exploration and experiment and evaluation before
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
so those are like different stages of building a business. Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
So we just want our audience out there, for those, especially those aspiring ones, to not to forget this very important step,
Yeah.
right?
There's definitely a lot of research to be done in terms of competition. What's the landscape like in
Mm,
Singapore, in the market that you want to go to? And
mm,
yeah, like to develop powder body wash, it took us about a year of R&D.
mm,
So yeah, so we formulated it in Singapore, and it was produced in Thailand. So because
mm,
Thailand are the scent masters, they create very nice scents, and yeah, so we work with our factory over there as well. So it took about a year from
mm.
R&D to an actual product.
Right, right. And during the R&D process, were there, any specific challenge that you remember that stick
Oh,
to you?
definitely, because we'll do a lot of trial, and then the products will get sent to us. So literally head to toe, we are trying our own products, and we have to decide what we like, what customers may like in terms of like the texture, the scent, the viscosity, the
Mm,
texture. So a lot of things like that. So I guess from the lab perspective, it's like 1% more or 1% less makes a difference to how the whole actual formulation and the end product might become. So that's why it can take up to a year to come
yeah.
up with a product that you're satisfied with.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I like what you said about, like, a small percentage difference make a huge impact. And that also applies to life as well, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, little decisions, small decisions that we make can create a huge impact in the outcome and the results. Yeah. So thanks for sharing that those challenges. And but let's move into the mindset as well, because as an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
um, mindset is very important. Yeah, because I believe in our community as well. We believe that our belief, our mindset, drives our behavior. Yeah. So, what were some of your mindsets, or even beliefs that you needed to change, to address, to
Mm.
overcome those challenges?
I think definitely need to work hard. I think you have to work harder than you ever worked, because this is your own business, it's your own livelihood. So definitely that is number one. And it also, I think running your own business also teach me to be resilient and
Mm,
to be brave, because because this is what you're doing now. So
mm,
you whatever challenges that come, you have to really deal with it. So yeah, I think for me personally, is I find strength that I never knew that I have in order to run the business, and probably courage that I never knew that I have, because it's not easy to be your own entrepreneur, because there are always these challenges, issues that you have to deal with. So it's
mm,
and also being positive, because I
mm,
think sometimes there'll be negativity or thoughts, or because of situation that you're faced. So it's
mm,
how do you deal with it on a day-to-day basis, and then coming out stronger and learning from the mistakes that you
mm.
made. Yeah. So we believe it's like if you made a mistake, learn fast. Learn fast, and then you move on, and then try to improve. Yeah.
Mm. Don't dwell in in that self-pity, self-guilt, or self-condemnation,
Yeah.
inner critics, right? Yeah, I think I hear a lot of women. I mean, when I have conversations with them during the coaching, the common thing that I keep hearing is like women tend to dwell there, dwell in that mistakes, dwell in that, you know, process of negativity. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then like what you mentioned, learn fast, get out of it, fast, bounce out fast. Yeah.
And I think that maybe for women, especially if you're working moms, I think sometimes we have it harder or we feel a bit more guilty because there's only so much hours in a day. You have to do work, you have to take care of your kids, but sometimes something's got to give, and there's always this guilt like, am I not spending enough time with the children and things like that? Like, am I giving up something? That kind of stuff. I mean, we wish to have it all, but there's always
Mm,
something, that you have to sacrifice. So it's how much you can compromise and what do you think you can let go or hold on to. So I think a lot of it is also self-internalizing that,
mm.
but I think women deserve a pat on our shoulder that I think we're trying our best. So don't need to feel, yeah, like don't feel so guilty because I think the intention is always good. It's just sometimes because of constraints or situation you can't do your best. But I think at the end of the day, we always try our best. So I think that's the most important thing. Yeah, don't be
Mm.
too hard on ourselves. I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
yes, yes, yeah. That's another group of ladies that, uh, very hard on ourselves. Yes, and the guilt of not spending enough time with our children. Yeah, and I think over the years, what I've learned is, don't look at the quantity, but look at the quality of the time that you're spending with your children.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I personally, I feel that makes a lot of difference now that I focus on the quality, because we can be spending the whole day together, but we are not present with each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? They could be doing their own things on their game, gaming and all that, and we're together, but we are not communicating. And that's not quality time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I
And
mean,
some
sorry,
mm,
I think in terms of child raising, right, I always go by this thing like the days are long but the years are short, so the kids just grow up very fast like a blink of
yeah.
an eye, and then you suddenly realize that they're no longer your babies. Yeah.
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 My children are now like young adults, so it's like, oh, it was like just yesterday they were babies and toddlers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I also make an effort, right, to spend quality time. I would maybe go on a one-on-one dinner date with each one separately, and really get to find out about their lives, what's going on. Yeah. And so, I mean, I'm very blessed and thankful to hear that, they regard me as their best friend and their mentor. So we can have conversations at a very deeper, at a deeper level like that. Yeah. So quality versus quantity. And as an entrepreneur and as a leader of your business, I think this also can apply in our team building,
Yeah.
right? Building our team and our staff, instead of demanding long hours, staying in the office, and if they are not being efficient and productive, it's not about the hours, right, that they
Yeah.
clock. Yeah, it's really about the quality of and the product, the result of the work that comes
Yeah.
out.
It's
Yeah,
true.
I don't know whether you agree with that. Yeah.
I think maybe COVID sort of changed the whole work dynamics for a lot of
Mm,
companies because I think bosses who were not used to tech or Zoom or working from home had to quickly pivot to that. And I think
mm.
that sometimes some bosses prefer to have warm bodies in the office them equate like work is being done. But I think
Mm,
some companies, I think they are a bit more flexible in that sense. To them, as long as the work gets done, everybody's still, it's been professional about their work. It's fine. So I think
mm.
it's depending on how the company culture is, the bosses who their own beliefs and their own beliefs as well. So
Yeah.
different for different companies, but I think COVID has sort of forced people to companies to reevaluate that. So
Yes.
yeah, hopefully it's positive. So because at the current situation, it doesn't look like it's going to change much. So it's just how do you keep the business going and keep morale up for the staff as well. So
Mm.
yeah.
Talking about that, what were the actions that you took to stay in the game and achieve your goals, right, in spite of COVID?
Um, I think again, sometimes I think some of the challenges we had was probably like in terms of shipping or transportation because of, I think it's a worldwide issue because of COVID. A lot of products or couldn't get delivered or raw materials, so we had to quickly go and find alternatives. Yeah, from suppliers and all, so that we could fulfill orders for our customers. Because sometimes you may get, customers who may empathize with you, but sometimes customers may have their own, how do I say, have their own challenges as well. Because it's like a whole chain effect. So if you can't
Mm.
deliver, customers cannot sell or things like that. So yeah, so we have to quickly, find alternatives. So really think fast on our feet.
Mm.
Mm.
Thinking fast on your feet and be adaptable to
Yeah,
make changes, right?
you
Yeah.
always find solutions. Yeah,
Mm. Right. Constantly being innovative and create possibilities.
yeah.
That's one of the culture that we cultivate here in Women of Courage Asia as well.
Mm.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing how the challenge and what actions you took. Now, I'm just so very keen to find out, do you have a set of like core values and what are they? Can you share about your core values?
Some of my core values, I think, is respect. You need to treat others how you wish to be treated. I think that's important. Uh, Perseverance, overcoming hard times, and learn from past mistakes to improve. And
Mm,
then integrity,
mm,
know and do what is right. And also for the community, like your products must, like it's not just about profit margin, but it has to be something that is useful for your customers or for the people. It improves their lives. So like for our product, we like to think that we are actually helping the environment bit by
yes.
bit. Yeah,
Mm.
so these are some of the core values that we hold to. Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. I think like I love what you mentioned about integrity as well. Yeah, and respect. Yeah, those are great core values, and it's important for again, our audience out there who are aspiring entrepreneurs. You want to establish. You want to establish certain core values, and these core values are non-negotiable. To me, core values are non-negotiable because they really it's like a compass and anchor in
Yeah.
how we do business, right? Yeah. Yeah. So of course this channel is as the name goes, Voices of Courage Asia, right? So I can't leave without talking about courage and leadership because the series is Lead with Courage. Yeah. Share with us what does courage and leadership mean to you, Shanna?
Courage, I think, is to venture into the unknown. Because like I left a comfortable corporate job to venture
Mm,
into an unknown to become my own, and to become an entrepreneur. So there's always this thinking that did I do the correct thing? But sometimes, but if you think about it, if not now, when? So yeah, so definitely courage is definitely needed. And then another thing for leadership, I think, is to have empathy,
mm,
and to walk the talk and lead by example. I think empathy is a very important value, which I think most of us or even all of us should have. Yeah, because it
mm.
does empathize with other people. Yeah.
Right, right. Yeah, I think it's because of the empathy also that you put so much thought process into your product's development. Take time to do the R&D, the research, and now the experiment. I mean, that requires a lot of effort and time, right? And you think for the not just for the your clients, but as well as for the environment. So I want to applaud you for that. Yeah, for creating such beautiful products and meaningful products as well because it goes to like you said empower individuals with conditions skin conditions and the best part is it's still environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we
Thank you.
believe the product, sorry, because we believe the product is, if it's good for us, it's good for customers. So we always put ourselves as, that I will use the product so that it's good
Mm.
enough to be for customers as well. So
Yeah. Yes, lead, like you said, lead by example. You know, we walk the talk. We only share what we have uh, experience. Yeah, like, you know, in terms of you, for your case, it would be the products, right? You won't share it with others unless you yourself has used it
yeah,
and
it
benefit
has to
from
pass
it.
our own test. Yeah,
Your own
definitely.
test.
Yeah,
Yeah, likewise, you know, for us, you know, we're doing ours is not a tangible product, you know, it's more like a service, right? So but the tools and the programs that we develop, it comes from our own personal experience. We have applied those strategies and those tools that work for us before we actually share it out as well. So I think this is something that we want to encourage all business owners out there, right, to actually uh, to have this similar mindset, to be like-minded in this way. Yeah, right. And we want to thank you once again. Thank you very much for sponsoring, supporting, you know, our movement here in Women of Courage Asia. We are celebrating our third anniversary. This is our third year, supporting the women and from all walks of life, you know, getting from fear to courage. Yeah. And tell us a little bit about what will be display, or you know what's happening on the event day for your products, your brand.
Oh, we will have a booth there, and then the products that we have will be on display. So, I mean, please, anybody who is attending, feel free to ask us questions. We'll be there. Myself and my business partner Jerrine will be there to answer any questions. If anyone is curious to find out how the products have been developed, how to use the product, yeah.
Hmm.
So we'll definitely be there to showcase that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the educating part is very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, um, fear of the unknown, right? So if anything that is you're not sure about, you know, just clarify, gain some clarity, gain the knowledge, and the knowledge will bring you confidence. Someone was sharing this with me. It sounds so familiar. Yeah, yeah, and yes, go find out. Come and find out more about Shanna and Jerrine's their products at Quinn and Oliver. So definitely benefit from it. I'm sure that benefit from the products, especially in the area of your health, and especially if you know, really are concerned about the environment as well. Yeah, so play a part in that. Yeah, we'll see you on the 5th of March, right? And the booth visits starts at 1:30 at PSB Academy, Marina Square. Okay, so come join us, and we look forward to seeing you in person.
Yes, I
It's
mean,
been a
we'll be
long time.
here as well.
Yeah. So, if you want to find out more about their products, you can actually visit their website, like queenandoliver.com. Yeah. And you're also on other social media platforms, also, right? So,
Yeah, Instagram
uh,
and Facebook. Yes.
Instagram and Facebook, right? So, check them out. And thank you once again for your valuable time.
Thank
Yeah,
you for
it's a
having me.
lovely conversation.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I'll see you on the 5th of March.
Thank
Right.